Participation in PunHub, wouldn't I be doing better? Zero, you and I probably shitpost about the same in PunHub.
Well, and for, every shitpost you do, Zero will respond, and, so you guys keep your numbers equal, and,
I wonder if responses count, actually.
Does it not just count how many times you post, or is there some weird algorithm?
The initial code for it does messages and message length, and it counts images at I believe images are a fixed amount. It shouldn't matter, like, if it's a GIF or a JPEG or how big the file size is. It should just be a flat rate for images. So, but Linus has been disproving that. Linus has said, or disproved it early on when he was just like, yeah, I typed like a whole bunch of text out, and I did a whole bunch of chatting, and I made a whole story. I'm Ewan McGregor for some reason. And yeah.
Hello there.
And it didn't level him up as much. Yeah, this is week 13 that Linus has not been on a podcast.
No.
It's about time for him to show his face.
Yeah, I just want to hear him pop in the channel so that we can all enjoy.
Hello there.
So nice. Anyway, Masami's gonna be late.
Unacceptable.
How's your flank steak, Zero?
Oh my god, so good.
How's your marinated flank steak?
It was amazing. Somebody, I told them what the marinade was, and they were like, "You need to make sure there's an acid in there." And I'm like, "You idiot! Soy sauce is an acid. What?
No, it's not. It's salty.
It is.
Soy sauce is a salt. It's not acidic.
But it is considered, I looked it up. Scientifically, it is considered an acid because it has an acidity level. The fermentation process causes it to become an acid.
Really?
Yes, it has a pH value of 4.4 to 5.4.
I can hear Omega and I both going to Google. Yeah, the pH is around 5, which would make it mildly acidic.
For reference, vinegar pH is 2 to 3. Distilled vinegar typically is 2.4. So it's acidic, but so is Coca-Cola.
Yeah, and also for the record, lemon juice, which goes great with soy sauce, has a pH between 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of marinades with soy dressings and marinades will have rice wine vinegar, lemon juice, ponzu sauce is really good too. That's lemon and soy and some other good shit. But you don't have to have an acid in a marinade.
Yeah, flank steak is just a really tough cut though. So it definitely helps.
Yeah, it definitely would. Okay, so this is why I've always... I have never even thought about it, but every single time that I have veal... Oh, there's a big special boy outside your apartment, Omega. Yes, there is. His mommy tells him he's the biggest, most important boy in the whole world. Never even thought about it, but whenever I have veal or whenever I have veal chops or veal steak or something like that, I always soak it in buttermilk, and buttermilk has a pH of between 4 and 5. So that would be why. It's like a marinade, but the acidity loosens up the proteins, and the milk portion of it also has some sort of reaction with the steak. What is it?
Milk.
Buttermilk is so fucking good. You can make fucking cornbread out of buttermilk. Buttermilk cornbread, buttermilk frits, buttermilk all sorts of shit. I love buttermilk. Anyway. Oh, okay. So... Nobody playing a game? That's okay. Nobody has to play a game. Masami will be here. Soon. I see her on her phone. She clicked off her phone. Then she clicked back on. I should do... Alright, I should have thought about this earlier, but I wanted to... Every once in a while, you know how every once in a while you have, like, the itch to do something, like, I don't know, build a PC, and you don't want to immediately drop $25,000 on a really nice PC, so you pick up something like PC Building Simulator. This is a thing that happens
Excuse me,
to
sir.
anybody else.
Excuse me, sir. You said $25,000 and my asshole puckered.
Yeah. Oh, I've planned out my next rig. I think I'm finally done with the planning phase. Now we get to the buying phase, and the buying phase is actually going to be fairly easy, except for the cooling blocks and the GPU, because GPUs like go like nothing, and depending on what GPU I can get, I need to make sure that there's a cooling block that's available for it. So that's going to be the
You're
tricky
doing
part.
full liquid?
I'm going to do a custom loop, yes. Anyway, I started playing PC Building Simulator 2. I wanted to just play PC Building Simulator, but it's like, it's 7 or 8 years old or something. It's got no new hardware in it, so I was just like, hey, is there PC Building Simulator 2 on Steam? Nope! It's an Epic exclusive, and I'll be fucked if I'm giving Epic any money. So magically, PC Building Simulator 2 appeared on my computer. I have no idea how. And I started building PCs in it, and I've discovered that it's a game that's buggy as fuck, for sure. There's a lot of shit broken in it, but I can finagle my way around that shit. Omega and I played Space Engineers. That was pretty broke as fuck. We played a lot of games that are broke as fuck. We always find a way around it. And I built some really nice PCs, and I should take some screenshots of them, and I should put them up on screen whenever we have a slow podcast, so that we can just look at PC building porn.
But do they have RGB?
Oh, fuck yes. Absolutely yes. Yes, you can RGB all the things.
RGB.
You can RGB
Nice.
all the things. They also have a whole lot of... There's a modding channel. If you're into the PC building world, there's a modding channel that's actually called RGB all the stuff. Or RGB
Nice.
all the things. So they have a whole bunch of like stickers and decals and references and cases. Nice tributes. Unfortunately, they've also got a big ass section for Linus Tech Tips. So boo. But
Well, no longer interested in them.
no, it's fine. They got they have one case that's a Razer case. They have like 3 or 4 cases that are NZXT. They've got a couple boards that are NZXT and some fans that are NZXT. But you can put all of that aside. You can ignore NZXT and you can ignore Razer, and you can have a game full of content, full of delicious, juicy content. But it's on the Epic Store, so definitely don't buy it.
It'll come out of exclusivity eventually.
Yeah, Epic says they do that after a year or something like that. I think PC Building Simulator is over 2 years old now, actually. I wonder when it will come out of exclusivity. Even when it does, don't buy it. Fuck them. Assholes.
They don't deserve the money. Wait till it goes on sale for free on GOG.
Yeah, wait till it's available for free on the Internet Archive. You know who does deserve your money, though, is Laren Studios for Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate 3's Transformative Patch 8 has 12 new subclasses and photo mode, and it already launched, and it's free.
Launches tomorrow.
Oh, Tuesday. Right, sorry.
Yeah,
well,
Tuesday
by the time Leetness is listening to this, it'll have launched. Hi, future Leetness.
Leetness doesn't play Baldur's Gate 3.
He doesn't?
He's not a nerd. He's not a nerd like us.
He's a Baldur's Gate 3.
He's played
He's a
D&D.
responsible adult.
Is he?
Emphasis on the adult. Never mind.
Anyway, yeah.
I am so excited because I get to restart the game again. By the way, this game has been out for 2 years now, and almost 2 years, and I have not. I have not beat the game.
Oh, they got Hexblade and they've got a new class called Swashbuckler.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
Arcane
excited.
Archer. Arcane Archer might actually be a lot of fun.
I think they were including Gloomstalker. I think.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Well, that was a previous patch, right? That's already in the game, I thought.
Yeah. It's either in the game already, or it's a mod. Because hang on, I'll have to. I'm gonna finish mowing this lawn, and then I'm gonna log into the game and see if I can figure it out.
God damn it! I could be watching you mow a lawn right now.
I know. Damn it. I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to try something. I might as well try it right here because this is a professional operation right now, right? Why shouldn't I just?
Yep. We're not for raccoons using the internet. It's okay.
Why shouldn't I just experiment with shit on the fly? I think I need to find the folder first. Thank God you can't see my. Sorry. Sorry, I just saw a file name that I slapped on something.
Well, now I want to know what the file name was. If it made you giggle like that.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
It's post-show time.
Yeah, it's definitely. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Oh my God, I totally can. All right, so I got a whole bunch of. I ripped my favorite tracks from SimCity 3000. And I have them as files that I can play in the background, and they should be old enough that nobody gives a shit, so YouTube shouldn't have a problem with it. So that'll be our background music. Good evening, Masami.
That helped. One moment. Good evening.
You're unmuted now. We were just talking about Baldur's Gate 3. The new patch that's coming out today. Today for Linus who's listening.
I still think that we should, because you can only have 4 people playing at the same time in the co-op mode.
Yeah.
We need to do it. I'm telling you.
Who?
I think it would be a riot.
You, me, and who?
I don't even play games anymore. But I've never played Baldur's Gate, and I hardly play any games anymore.
It's D&D in a video game. It's.
I mean, I know what it is.
Yeah, it's the whole system.
Yeah. And I mean, we played a while back, Divinity Original Sin 2 or whatever that game was called. And that game was basically the same, D&D wrapped up in a computer game. It was a blast. But
I didn't play that.
Nope.
Yeah, I think the shenaniganery that we could do in the world of Baldur's Gate would be amazing.
Perhaps.
Of course, we would spend hours upon hours in the character creation mode. So.
All right. So yeah. Hi, Masami. What's going on? How you been? How's Trix?
Not too much bad. Tired, but what's new?
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak. Or not for me. Those two. Currently eating fish.
Gross.
Oh. Okay. So now that Masami's here and we can all suffer together, Zero, why don't we get this over with? What's happening about WrestleMania? What is this about John Cena?
Yes.
Doesn't have a shirt on?
So WrestleMania week starts today with Monday Night Raw, and
It's
they
a
are
whole
setting
week?
up it's 2 weeks. So this week this week is all the final go home shows for the for the big event this weekend, and they're gonna set stuff up, and then we've got 2 nights of WrestleMania, and that doesn't even include the NXT event that starts at 1 o'clock on Saturday. I'm literally not going to leave my couch all day Saturday. It's gonna be great. Sunday, I have to leave my couch because it's Easter Sunday, and
wait,
I have
Zero.
to go with my family.
Wait, hold on a second. Night 2, Intercontinental Championship. One of the bouts is AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
Yes, because Logan Paul is and I hate to say that he's going to win the fucking match, but he's going to win the fucking match, and it's annoying. I hate it.
Who's AJ?
I really do. I hate it.
Who's AJ Styles, and what went wrong enough in his life that he needs to do a match with Logan Paul?
I mean, it's kind of the exact opposite.
Why?
Yeah.
Because everybody loves Logan Paul.
No,
No.
everybody hates Logan Paul, so AJ Styles is hopefully the guy that's everybody's gonna be rooting to kick his fucking ass. Like, that's how it is. He's the heel, so they're hoping to get somebody that people can support against Logan Paul, and then make them all sad when they decide to have Logan Paul be the winner.
All right, so
And Logan's
Zoe,
gonna
you
be
still
the
think
winner.
Logan's gonna be the winner. All right.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So
that's-
I've actually got I've already predicted all of the bouts for the weekend.
Put your money where your mouth is. DraftKings.
Look, there are things in my life that I will bet on. Professional wrestling is not one of them.
Why not?
Because it's just not fun.
If you don't
Because
want to
it's
gamble, then you don't have to
predetermined.
gamble. Don't let older boys try and. You don't want to gamble, that's fine. But fine, you think you know who's gonna win? Fine, we'll do it on merit then. We'll do it on Chonkwij points. Who's gonna win what?
Okay,
You just
so
look at fantasy wrestling.
night 1.
Yeah.
The winners
We're done.
will be Jade Cargill, El Grande Americano. Yes, you heard that right. There is an actual fucking wrestler named El
No,
Grande Americano.
I'm laughing at how you said it. You're so fucking white.
White, I love it. Jacob Fatu will win. The New Day will win. Trish Stratton will win over Charlotte Flair. Jey Uso will win over Gunther, and then CM Punk will beat Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Night 2, unfortunately, I hate to say his name, Logan Paul will win over AJ Styles, Damian Priest over Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor over the other 3 opponents, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez over Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley over Bianca Belair and Io Sky, and then Cody Rhodes over Cena, because Cena will have a conflict of conscience and realize, I'm not supposed to be a bad guy, and become a good guy again.
Damn.
You ever thought about going into writing for these people, Zara?
Yes, they don't pay enough.
There's no job security.
No, 100% no job security.
I nearly applied for a job with them, but I did not.
Now, if I could get on the production side of things, that would be great. Or their social media team, that would be great. But gotta have a 4-year degree. They kind of frown on those things if you don't have a 4-year degree.
I have a 4-year degree in homeopathic medicine. You've got a degree in baloney.
I don't think that meets expectations, Doc.
It's a Futurama reference. It's okay.
Sure it
All right.
is.
Discord's up now. Oh my god, we get to watch Masami play Minecraft again. I am so
Oh.
fucking pumped for this. Where are you?
Oh, this has changed since you last saw this.
Yeah,
Posen
no
has been
shit.
busy.
The fuck? Is this the? You used to have like a backyard with like a small patch of grass and shit.
Yeah, that was over there where the I'm trying to get high up. High enough up. Shit. So over there where that nice rectangular piece of grass, that was the old base, right?
Okay.
This is the new base.
It's different from the old base.
It's
The who
markedly
lied.
different.
Okay, so yeah, you've got multiple structures. One of them looks like a barn, a couple of houses. You got some pens. There's the colored sheep and the. Oh, you got bushes around fences now. Yeah, that looks much nicer.
Yeah, the castle is kind of the main storage area. In front of us, we have the horse barn. To the other side, we've got the livestock area. There's more sheep and pigs on the other side. This is soon to be a train station.
Yeah.
Coast is planning on running a.
Hi, cousin. Hello. He's happy.
And then he made this little trestle bridge, even though technically Minecraft doesn't require those physics, but he did it
Sure.
anyway.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Okay,
and
so
then-
did he built all this?
Yeah,
How
of it's-
long?
some of it with video references, some not. God, this has been within 2 weeks, because remember the last time you saw it was 2 weeks ago before his
Jesus.
birthday.
He's as bad as I am.
Yep, there's that orangish building over there is a storage barn for like mass storage of stone and wood. That little farmhouse there is exactly what you think it is, to mind the fields of stuff over there.
Oh, I was gonna say
And-
fuck shack.
You won't be able to see them because it's raining, but we now have 8 beehives.
I was gonna say, yeah, take me to the obscenely adorable anime bees.
Yeah, they're not out right now because it'd be raining, but
Ha 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 ha. Bee. You have square pumpkins.
yeah, that's how they are.
They're Japanese pumpkins. Yeah, anybody else remember how the Japanese made a whole thing about rectangular watermelons? It was a big deal 12 years ago.
In fact, do this
Oh,
and make jack-o'-lantern.
spooky, scary pumpkin squares.
I think if I combine them with the torch and crafting table, it'll actually light them up.
Fucking adorable.
Right?
Anyway, yeah, good. Good for you. Nice base. Nice stuff going on there. Nice fountain. Nice crosses everywhere. You Christian sycophants.
I don't know if he was really doing that on purpose. He said he kind of just followed his gut on that one. I'm going to plant some flowers in the corner here.
That's so sweet. Kick ass.
And our raiding party kill streak continues.
Yeah, no shit. That's an awful lot of badges or shields.
Yep.
Shit. Well, yeah, your Minecraft town makes me want to play City Skylines, and this music that I'm playing makes me want to play SimCity 3000, so I'm going to have to get back into a building simulator pretty soon.
maniacal, and I don't know if I liked it.
Well, you know what happens when I start playing City Skylines is that I ignore things like food, personal hygiene, employment.
So you effectively turn into Asmongold.
God.
There's some video going around social media of Asmongold talking about how responding to all the hate that he got from people for saying that if you're a Western game dev and you're making a female-centric character and she doesn't have tits and ass, then you're doing it wrong. And
Wow.
I don't hate him because of that statement. I don't hate him, just because he's got an extremely punchable face. I just hate him because of the smug fucking attitude in that response video. He just leans back and he crosses his arms. He's like, people don't hate me, they hate that I'm right. Like, oh yeah, I've never heard that before, coming out of some of the biggest douchebags on the planet. It's fine attitude for you to plaster all over your community. I'm sure that'll never backfire or blow up in your face. Whatever, he doesn't care. Nobody can remember what they had for dinner yesterday, let alone what happened 2 months ago. So, it's all fine. We're fucked.
Hamburgers.
Oh yeah. Delicious hamburgers. Delicious. It's pronounced ambergris.
In what country?
Precious ambergris.
Yeah, that was another Futurama reference. I'm full of them. Full of something. Anywho, there's an article up here that says that there's an industry report out. Steam users play more non-competitive games than console players, and our interest in PVE keeps growing.
Good.
Yeah, Omega posted this article, and it was, I'm not sure what you were expecting, Omega, but, I mean, yes, obviously, I love PvE games, and I really shy away from PvP games on Steam, at least, and I don't own a console, so it makes sense to me. But what we got out of this was Masami possibly going on a rant.
I'll let Omega go first since he posted the article. I don't feel his thunder.
How do you feel about PvP, Omega?
I mean, I don't do it anymore. I find it interesting that a lot of the people that I work with all play on console, and they play like Call of Duty and all sorts of other competitive PvP games, whether they be racing games or basketball games or sports games or Call of Duty or other shooters. And like they all play on consoles and they all play those competitive games. And I don't have the interest or the patience to play those kind of games no more.
I wonder what that says about the type of person who prefers PvP over PvE. Or PvP, yeah. I said that right. PvP over PvE. Yeah, I said that right. It just sounded wrong in my head. But yeah, I similarly don't... I guess GTA Online has always had the PvP aspect to it. I just never... I did it a couple times, probably for an achievement, but never really interested me. And then I got back into the regular activities of GTA. And then Red Dead Online, obviously you don't have a choice, which is probably why I didn't play that game for terribly long. Or I fixed it so that it was in permanent PvE mode by killing the ports responsible for PvP. Yeah, thank God that's a thing.
Fun. That was fun.
But yeah, I don't really... I can't remember the last honest-to-God PvP game that I played. Oh, it was the Submarines in Space game. Fractured Space. Omega, you and I played that. That was the last true PvP game that I think I played.
Yeah.
And why is that, Masami? Why don't people like to play PvP on Steam, on the internet? Why don't we play more PvP games?
Well, oh man, you set me up for it. Now I'm a little gun shy, but I don't know. It always was like I never understood the appeal of working a job like when I worked in retail many moons ago. Like all the other 20-somethings who couldn't find a decent job, so they were stuck in retail, and they come home after dealing with crappy people all day, and then they log on to these PvP games and yell at people on the. And I'm like, I don't get the attraction. I don't think it's improving society at all. I don't know if it's actually even doing them any good. And it's so toxic. Like the group chats that you get roped into are just awful. Like, and heaven forbid they find out you're a girl. Man, I've heard stories from other female gamers about those kind of chats. It's just
it's generally wise to perpetuate the myth that there are no female gamers. It's just generally wise to go with that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately. You do bring up a good point, though. Something that I enjoy doing, especially while driving, is saying the most foul, offensive, and racially insensitive things that pop into my mind at other drivers. And usually I do that because it's a car. You really can't hear what I'm shouting on the highway. But I suppose I could also do that in voice chat in a PvP game.
Or like, I remember in Warframe, they had that the group chat like defaulted to on, and like the minute y'all told me how to shut that off. Sure.
Oh, VoIP? Yeah, voice chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, it surprises me that is actually a built-in feature still in Warframe. I don't think that anybody uses it. I haven't come across it since, like, 2019, 2020? 2020, I remember, it's happened so infrequently that I can actually remember the one time that it happened to me in-game, and it was, I think it was a girl who was just, like, shouting out instructions to the public match that I was in, because we were doing, I forget what mission we were doing, it was probably an interception or something. It wasn't obnoxious or anything, she wasn't a bitch, she was just like, she was trying to get shit done, and I understand that. But, yeah, ballsy. Ballsy for you to use voice chat built into a game.
That is my thought. I'd be organized. Yeah, Minecraft.
Does Minecraft have PvP?
Yep.
I mean, technically,
Every game has PvP if you try hard enough.
No, because remember I wanted to do Deer Hunting Simulator when it was free on Epic, and so I got into that game and discovered that no, you cannot shoot the other hunters. So we dropped that like a hot sack of bricks. I don't want to go simulated hunting out of shooting digital deer. No, fuck that. I wanted to chase Linus around in the woods and terrorize him with an 18 gauge.
Oh my god.
Oh, I brought up guns. Hey, Zero. Hey, Zero.
Fuck off.
Remember? Remember the picture of Christy Gnome?
Oh god. Yes, that thing.
I swear to God. That woman does not ever need to handle a gun ever again.
There should have been a caption on that picture that was like, "Is this how you hold gun?" You say, yeah, after you were done saying that, I looked at the barrel attachments as well. I was like, excessive. I don't think there's anything on there that actually block the main scope. I think, it's all technically fine.
Yes, there was.
There was?
Yes, there was. There was. The laser attachment was on top of the fucking barrel.
Hold on. Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. It has to be, doesn't it? Because there's another attachment to the right of it, and it's off to the side, so that laser would have to be in front, which means that you couldn't see out of that. For fuck's sake, it's got 2 red dot scopes on it?
No,
Oh, there's another big special boy. Oh, he's the biggest special boy.
His penis is not too big, but not too small. But no, that's not a. It's not two red dot sights. It's a red dot and it's an ACOG and red dot combo. So it's for distance and close quarters.
Is the ACOG's the one in back?
Yeah, the ACOG's the one in the back.
Is the red dot supposed to be directly in front of the ACOG?
Yes, because it flips up. The red dot flips up.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. That's a weird ass looking red dot if that's a red. But yeah, it's because there's something else there.
Or
So,
sorry,
yeah.
The red dot's in the back, the ACOG's in the front.
Okay, all right, that makes more sense.
The,
Thank
the
you. I'm not
distance
crazy.
scope flips up. Yeah.
I mean, I am crazy, but I'm not that crazy. All right.
Not today, anyway.
What? So yeah, so the red dot's supposed to be behind the ACOG.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah. So somebody put those attachments on that weapon because that is definitely not her doing. I can't. She doesn't know how to.
No. I could totally see it being her doing because she's a fucking idiot.
You think that she got out a hex wrench and started screwing shit? I don't even know what system that is. That's the attachment system is. But
it's a rail attachment system. So yes, you're correct. It does use an Allen key, but and then she doesn't know how to use a foregrip. Yeah, the only defensible position is that she is the one who put it on there and she knows absolutely fuck all about guns. But that's the only defensible position because if any one of those, if either of those two gentlemen put those on that weapon, I swear to God, they don't need to be in the government at all.
I just think it's...
That we said of a lot of people in the government.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I just think it's really funny that it's got a vertical grip on it, but she's not using it. Also, she's doing the thing where she grips the handle, but not there's nothing by the trigger. Her finger is not over the trigger. It's not on the trigger. It's just not there at all. It's doing that thing where it's just
zero proper trigger control.
Yeah. Also, she's pointing the barrel at the guy's head. And presumably there are bullets in that magazine, that extended magazine, so...
Yes.
Presumably that gun is loaded, but who knows? Who can say?
I don't care who you are. The first thing I was taught at 5 years old was that no matter if a gun is loaded or not, you treat it as if it is. Period. Yeah. End of statement.
Yeah, the rule or whatever the thing that I was taught was that treat the gun like it is alive. The gun is alive, and whenever it's pointed at something, it wants to shoot. So don't ever point it at something that it shouldn't shoot. Don't point it at your foot. Don't point it at another person. Don't point it like in the general direction of another person. If you're carrying the gun, the barrel is straight up or the barrel is straight down.
The barrel is not even straight up. No, the barrel is never straight up. Because if the gun were to go off, that what goes up must come down.
Oh my god, you're talking about such a narrow rate of the bullet falling back down and hitting someone nearby you. No way.
Does not matter. I was taught that it always
people have died from falling bullets.
Yes,
of course they have. I mean, statistically, it's inevitable with the amount of bullets that we shoot off. God, look at those bees. They're so fucking cute. But anyway, that's shit that I was taught as a child. When I went to Hunter Safety when I was 17 to get my LTC, they taught us generally the same stuff, but, different stuff. They're so fucking cute. Pollen.
You know what else is adorable?
Counter-Strike 2 and the amount of money that Steam made off boxes.
Yep.
CS2 cases? Yeah, we were just talking about guns. Let's talk about Counter-Strike 2. It's famous for guns. Look at all the guns that they have in this Anyway, Valve reportedly made $82 million from CS2 in 1 month. In March of this year, in 1 month, they made $82 million from CS2 cases.
That is an ungodly income.
It's all skins.
Doesn't surprise me.
CS2 cases are all skins for your weapons. And the $82 million, according to this article, and I quote, $82 million figure, only accounting for key and case purchases alone, without even delving into the world of reselling skins and other cosmetic items that Valve takes a cut of on Steam. It just goes to show how lucrative the skins market is for Valve. Yeah, it's nuts. Oh gosh, there's another article here. CS2 skins market hits record high $4.3 billion market cap. So many special boys. Is there just one special boy going around the block right by your apartment, Omega?
Probably. I don't even hear it.
Yeah. So illustrating Half-Life skins are said hard sold for $100 million. But wait, what? An AK-47 stat track case hardened. Sold for $1 million in June of last year. $1 million for a case, for a super rare case.
Jesus.
Why? Does anyone remember when that virtual world game came out and people were buying real estate and like boats as NFTs so that they could literally buy property in a virtual world?
Mm-hmm.
There were boats, there were yachts being sold for millions of dollars. There were plots of land being sold for millions of dollars. I wonder whatever happened to that. Oh, it tanked. Yeah, game's gone. Ah, that's fucking nuts. Not like Minecraft. Everything's free in Minecraft, right, Masami?
I mean, the most we had to do is because Kosen failed to migrate his Mojang account to a Microsoft account. We had to buy his license, but it was like $30. I could have cared less. Like, he was very concerned. I'm like, here, take my card, buy yourself a new license. $30. It's like hundreds and thousands of hours of entertainment you get from $30.
That's true.
Here's my card. Go buy yourself something pretty.
Then, as he turns to leave, smack him on the ass. Oh. Yeah? Yes? Not what I was expecting, but I'll take it. Oh, that's right. The thing I wanted to wait until Masami got in here to discuss was the tweet by Christopher Perkins. So he retired from Wizards after 28 years. This was just this past week, April 4th. Oh, sorry, it was 2 weeks ago, April 4th. So with D&D's 50th anniversary wrapping up and the revised rulebooks doing gangbusters, are they? This is the perfect fairy tale ending for me. I can't wait to enjoy D&D purely as a fan again, knowing that the game is in good hands. See you in the Feywild. So, I think he got out when the getting's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is officially the death of D&D, 5th edition. And, you know, whatever the hell they're calling 1 D&D or whatever.
Yeah, D&D 1 D&D.
Yeah, hey, 5th edition came out, reignited interest in tabletop gaming. You know, the community is thriving again. All sorts of new games are coming out, filled in space. Let's just, you know, thank D&D for what it gave us and the fun that we had, and move on. Quite frankly, now that it's commoditized thing, now that it's, you know, Wizards of the Coast, which is Hasbro, which is, you know, a multinational corporation. It's no longer, you know, a game being made by people who love the games and shit like that. I mean, it was, you know, but they were being, you know, looked over their shoulders by, you know, people who cared about making money, and first and foremost. And, you know, I think now that the people. I mean, Merle's left a while ago. Well, he was asked to leave, perhaps unclear. But now that Perkins is gone, the minds that really brought us D&D and have been a part of the DNA of D&D for so long, and at the helm of it, they're all gone now. So, yes, everything changes and everything evolves and whatnot, but any D&D that comes out from here on out will not be the D&D that we've had back. I mean, these are the same people who've been working on it since like 3rd edition. So
You could say it's completed.
Yeah,
it's done. D&D at 5.5 plus all the standardized homebrew stuff is just the game is now completed. It is a 1.0 release, all done.
now we unfortunately know the reality is that Hasbro is going to keep milking it as much as they can.
Oh sure. There's a second movie coming out. There's the.
Oh no! I purely mean the game. Like, yeah, of course the media stuff, but it's going to be how long before there needs to be. Oh, hey, we need to release more rule books. Oh, D&D 1 was great. Now it's time for D&D 2. That's what they're setting up.
We have. I can't speak to how Hasbro will evolve. Whatever you want to call it. It's going to be D&D 1 now. It's going to we're 1 D&D. D&D 1 D&D. There. Now I can't be wrong. And I don't know how they're going to evolve that and how they're going to stick that out, but practical business model for that would be pretty much the DLC model where you have your D&D 1 book and then you just have a whole bunch of supplementary material that all tie into D&D 1 come out, so book after book after book. And it doesn't even have to be full of substance. It doesn't even have to be terribly well thought or add to the game system at all. You could do a Warhammer thing where you just put out lore books.
What you're describing is the 3rd edition cycle. And then 3rd edition collapsed under its own weight because it took 45 books to make a character.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's literally what happened. It got so absurd that you would have 14 supplements open, trying to build your fucking character with its prestige classes and its multi-classes and it's this and it's that and it's all this other shit, and you're taking 1 feat from this book that interacts with this weapon from this book that does this thing for this subclass in this book, and man, it was insane. That's why I died.
Well, I mean, the reason that it probably died was because they didn't have, back in 3.5, they didn't have, the ability to create a massive online repository of all that knowledge where you could, sign up and you could go into a character builder and it would have all of this, supplementary material built onto it. This material that was beyond the D&D 1 D&D supplementary material, and then you could build your character in there after you've bought all the books digitally, of course, so that you have access to all that content, and then, you could have your character and it would just lay it out for you in a very organized character sheet, and you could just use that to play a game. Maybe you could integrate it with a virtual tabletop environment, and you wouldn't have to go through all those books. You could call it Beyond D&D.
That's a good idea. You should trademark that.
I would like to get sued,
You're kind of not wrong, because I started playing D&D with 3.0 edition, and then it was imperfect, so then they were hustled up 3.5, and 3.5 absolutely suffered from the book itis that Omega so lovingly referred to. And the best we had was wikis. I can tell you, building a character in those days. Oh boy. Yeah, if you didn't have the books, you were illegally downloading the PDF because that was that era.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
For all of its faults and for all of the the shit that some people give Paizo for the way that 2nd edition worked out, Yes, it can be a bit complicated to build a character if you don't know how to, if you don't take the time to learn how to build a character. But once you know, shit, cake, just money every single time.
Juicy,
It's
delicious
just-
cake.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows I'm a fat kid. I know cake.
Oh, I could really go for some cake right now.
Me
I
too.
just- All I can think about is short skirt, long jacket.
Short skirt, long jacket.
Cake song.
So,
I
Wait.
want a girl with a short skirt
Thank-
and a long
Jacket.
jacket.
Thank you, Omega. Thank you for knowing where I was going.
Boom, boom, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, boom, 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 ba-da-da-dum.
is that by the band Cake?
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
Okay. That would explain
gotta
it.
mute-
Reluctantly crouched
I never
at the
listened to
starting
Cake.
line.
Oh, wait, I did listen to one Cake song. Yeah.
There you go. See, I knew you would know that one.
Yep. He's going the
Apparently,
distance.
it wasn't a piece of cake.
No, it was not. You don't get a button for that because that was just practically. Yes, you're correct.
You are correct, sir.
So what happens to all the bushy leaves that are left behind? Do they just disappear eventually?
Yeah, they disappear eventually. They'll drop saplings and twigs and apples. These are oak trees. I'm just farming oak wood at this.
Nice. All right, that's.
If you have an enchanted axe that has silk touch on it, you can actually capture these leaf blocks. That's how Kosen did. Right here.
Oh, that's so nice.
Although those are acacia leaves. This is
Bush. So yeah, we were just talking about tabletop RPGs, or we were just talking about a tabletop RPG, and there was a supplementary article that came out regarding the absolutely genius tariffs that have been put on absolutely everything, but not everything, but now everything in our country, and board game publishers lament the devastating impact of the new U.S. tariffs on the tabletop industry. Quote, "There is no silver lining, it's a lose-lose situation for everyone involved."
pretty much.
Why? Why is this a lose-lose situation for tabletop RPG makers?
Because we get all our books from China printers.
China.
And
It's
the
too
books,
expensive.
the minifigures, the the materials for all the terrain pieces. Like, who you think's printing off all the terrain pieces, and who's printing off all the it's all coming from China. Where do you think all of our dice come from?
Good American Southerners with 3D printers.
No, they're too busy making ghost guns.
Zero, do you know anybody
Right,
with a 3D
use-
printer?
I do, actually. I know several people. In fact, I'm going to be one of them here soon.
And you're
Ooh.
gonna print ghost guns. All right.
No, absolutely not. Look, if it ain't made of steel, and then it ain't for me. I'm sorry.
Steal yourself to
I like a man who knows how they like their butt plugs.
Yeah, absolutely. Stainless and polished to a nice shine. But I'll be making my own minis, and I'll be making my own tile sets, and it'll be fun.
Good on you. I might send you some Warhammer figurine 3D print files.
Okay, see, now that'll cost you $100 a minifig.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Simply because I know you'll pay it. Because you're a Warhammer fan. And Warhammer fans pay that money.
The number of figurines that I would want printed out would justify me buying my own 3D printer.
That's true. Why all of a sudden are there hundreds upon hundreds of rolls of 3D printer filament being sent to this address? Well, he's printing a dreadnought. How big? Yes.
It's a fucking
It's true.
dreadnought.
It's
How
true.
big do you think it is?
I mean, yeah, the dreadnought is fairly sizable, but when you start going like Knight or Titan, yeah, now you're talking like 1.5 feet tall, which is ridiculous. All right, in terms of scale, like take a regular Astartes figurine and then put that next to a Titan. The Titan should be at least 6 foot tall. It's just nobody can fit that in their car because Warhammer fans typically don't have cars.
Seeing
Nope,
it's a
they dropped their
satanic
moms.
endeavor?
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, all right, okay. I'll
Gonna
give it
start
to you.
collecting highlighters, mark my words.
Ah!
The button's all the way over there.
It is. I know it is. That was a terrible one.
This is the highlight of my life, clearly.
Oh my god.
The
Don't you
button's
give her the
still,
button.
No, it's still all the way over
I
there.
was gonna say, don't you dare give her that button for piggybacking my joke like that.
It's called sniping, my dear sir. I sniped your joke.
Sniper, no sniper.
Omega's burp was perfectly timed with the zombie
It was.
showing up.
It was. It was.
Oh, that was great. In other interesting news. Oh, this was nice. I haven't heard of Sega since the Sega Dreamcast. It's been a long time since we've heard anything about Sega, but Sega has partnered with Steam to introduce a new handheld gaming PC that looks an awful lot like the Steam Deck.
But because it's a Sega name brand, people will actually buy it.
Hey, maybe.
Nostalgia.
But Sega are about to finally make their grand return to console hardware, and they're doing that by partnering with Steam, and they're coming out with a handheld. It's not Valve. The article is very clear about that. They're not partnering with Valve. They're partnering with Steam, specifically.
Huh.
So you gotta hope that Sega games will be available. I mean, Sega as a game studio is still around. They've been releasing games. I think they're behind 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. I think they run those games. But yeah, as a console developer, they haven't been around for years, and now their hardware is coming out. So hopefully, with games developed by Sega already available on Steam, this will be a console that is capable of playing Steam games. Oh, and it's got a Sega OS that we know nothing about.
So yes, there's going to be a new Sega console?
Yes, this is an actual piece of hardware being developed by Sega. It's got a Sega logo on it. It's got Sega OS, which is it's a Linux distro that's just been, rebranded. And yeah, it's.
So is this going to kind of be like a Steam Deck? Like a handheld?
Yeah, they're calling it a Terra Deck, but it looks exactly like a Steam Deck. But it's white. And it's got, XYBA buttons. ABXY.
Nope. Ruined it. Needs to have 1, 2, 3 buttons or the ABC buttons like the old Sega Genesis controllers had.
Oh, God, that was a long time ago.
I miss those days. Simpler time. A better time.
Yeah, a
Epic
time without
Trials
high-speed
Reminisce.
internet where you had to go scrounging through dumpsters for, throwing away porn instead of just going to Pornhub.com, which didn't exist. Yeah, no, it sucked. The 90s sucked.
I think scourging was correct. Really, I don't think you.
Scourge.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later.
You'll be entertained.
My shortcut to the thesaurus is a picture of a dinosaur.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought it was
The
cute
tree is-
when I did it. I was probably high.
Or it was a prehistoric decision of yours.
It's all the way over there.
No, I've moved my hand now, so the next one, my thumb is actually right by the button. But that was not like so that I could push the buttons. That was just my hand going to a different spot,
Tommy,
stretching my
why
elbow.
did the torches on the ground not catch the trees on fire?
Because this
These are
game's not
questions.
100% physically accurate.
It needs to be, damn it.
No, that's called hardcore mode. We don't play that much because I would die.
Oh,
But
boy.
they are there so that mobs do not spawn.
We're sure that this is an actual article, by the way, by Sega, and because this article was put out on April 1st.
Oh.
Let me just search for.
No, did we get April Fooled?
Did we
Pterodactyl.
just get April Fooled?
Like 2 weeks after the fact.
No, Pterodactyl. I mean, it's on segabits.com. See if it made it to Wikipedia. No, I'm just bumming around the internet. Oh, there's a Reddit article about it from a year ago. Yeah, it's totally real. Yeah, I found it on Reddit, so it must be true. I should really not be reading through Reddit comments. I just think that people on this site are hilarious.
Ooh, I haven't been to Reddit in a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you wanna go read hilariously composed opinions by people who are usually talking out their ass, Reddit is a fantastic place to go for a source of amusement. Occasionally, there's legitimate information sprinkled in there, but you really got to be careful. All right, yeah, I know. I should just stop. Okay. I'm ready. I'm attentive. I'm here. I'm paying attention. Go ahead, Masami.
I'm trying to figure out this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna phrase this improperly just for your amusement. I keep the wood is playing hide and seek because I gotta find all the wood and take all the wood out for the leaves to go away.
Doc,
Yes.
Pun Hub. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
Come on, Unella. Oh, yeah, no, that's great. Oh.
Every once in a while, I run across a good one.
Yeah. Jeez, it's been 3 whole days since I posted the Star Wars puzzle.
Yeah, and it's all Nicolas Cage's, is it not?
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Uh,
The more you look, the more interesting it gets. Yes, it's Nicolas Cage as everyone, including Yoda and a stormtrooper. And C-3PO. And Chewbacca. Yeah, no, it's great. I loved it. I got a big kick out of that. I hope it's real. Oh, Christ. And you made the qualifications pun again, even though koalas are not bears.
they're
0.
marsupials, I know. Doc, at this point, I just do it to piss you off. I do it for the same reason that you guys say that I'm from West Virginia. Okay?
Acceptable.
Because there you go. Turnabout is fair play, sir.
It is. You do the Lord's work.
Don't say that. He doesn't love me.
He doesn't love anybody.
Yeah.
The Lord gives fuck all about what we're doing down here. He left a long time ago. Speaking of the Lord
That's
leaving a
true.
long time ago, Linus Torvald.
Oh
Sorry.
my god.
Sorry, no, he's not. I mean, he's great, but he's not that great. Linus Torvald admits pure incompetence for missing the new Linux 6.14 kernel deadline, but all is forgiven as the update is great news for non-Windows gaming. It is true, I got the kernel, actually, the day that I believe it was Omega, you posted this. The day that you posted this, I got the 6.14 update. And I noted that because it does get updated. That it's the latest stable, Ubuntu, I want to say, kernel, but it's used by a lot of different Linux distros that are based on Ubuntu or Debian, and including Mint, which is what Unella's home runs on.
It was meant to be.
Oh, and I just moved my hand.
How convenient for you.
Yeah. While Microsoft Windows OS dominates the PC gaming market, the success of the Steam Deck is doing sterling work at turning gamers towards Linux. It's true, the Steam Deck is pretty great, and you can do an awful lot of Steam gaming on Linux. Some stuff is a little janky. Proton is not always helpful, because everything that you do on Linux, whatever distro you choose to use, is an adventure. And you learn new things, and it's difficult, and it doesn't just work like it does on Windows most of the time. But other times, yeah, there's some great games. You want to play RimWorld on Linux? Easy as pie. Lots of other games like that too. So yeah, the what do I want to say here? Good for game. Oh, the reason why it's good for gaming is because of driver support and the emulation of the NT synchronization primitives for running Windows applications and games in Linux. So these are software mechanisms that control how different processes and threads access resources, such as CPU cores and memory, and how they interact with other processes. So this is basically a huge update for Linux, and it has made running several software applications / games more easier or more feasible or just flat possible in a Linux environment, which is good news. Now I wish that they would I wish that someone would get around to stabilizing Adobe applications through Wine, because I can use Photoshop in Linux. I can't use it well, and the export functions that I want aren't there, which kind of pisses me off. But yeah, gaming's fine. And no, I'm not using GIMP. The reason I need to use Photoshop is because on Windows in Photoshop, when you export anything, it gives you options like resize. It just resizes a document after the fact. That's a huge fucking deal, because you can work with a document in Photoshop at one size at an enormous resolution. You can put whatever you want onto it. You can hide layers, show layers, whatever, and then you can export whatever you want, and you can make it whatever size you want without having to alter the original document. That is a tremendously useful feature to have, and I can't get it to work in Linux. And it makes me terribly vexed.
We can tell.
Such a simple thing that I have taken for granted apparently for years, which is just a game-breaking bug for me. That's it. Linux updates. A bit of gaming on Linux.
Not me.
Nope.
Void.
Windows.
Yeah, everybody uses Windows. The next rig that I built will have a... The next rig that I built is going to be 2 systems in one case, and one system will be a Windows PC gaming rig, just for ease, because there are an awful lot of games that you cannot... They're too complex to put onto Linux. Things go wrong, things crash. Crashing makes me angry. There's a one of the other nice things about Reddit is that there's an entire community just for custom PC builds, so you can go look at PC porn. Personal computer porn, not politically correct porn. Both are great, but one is what I'm doing right now.
I'm still concerned. Somehow I'm still concerned.
There are people here showing off their all-in-one loops. It bothers me that people still don't understand certain things. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter if your tubes are on the bottom, if your radiator is pointed down or if it's pointed up, as long as your pump is below the highest point in the loop. I guess that's fine, but your tube should really be on top. For an all-in-one, the only reason to put them on bottom is if you have a custom loop and you need to drain the loop. If you put the pipes on the bottom and you drain the loop, that's real easy. That's great. It's good practice. But it's an all-in-one. You're never going to drain it.
Couldn't you, though? I thought I read something somewhere that you need to change out that coolant every so often.
Where, in a custom loop or an all-in-one? An all-in-one, you can't change it. It's factory sealed.
I'm saying custom loop.
In a custom, well, not really. If you build the loop correctly, if you do it in a sterile, more or less sterile environment, a clean environment, and you don't use opaque liquids or flecked liquids, you just have like pure distilled water in there, then you fill your loop up, you seal it off. You're going to have to watch the level. The level of liquid is going to change in it, and you're going to have to top it off once or twice. But after that, no, you can just forget about it for years, and you shouldn't have a problem. The problem comes in when people are assembling a loop and they're doing it in their kitchen or something, and they're not wearing gloves or they didn't wash their hands. They're touching all the portions of the pipe. They're touching the inside of the pipe. They're not cleaning things. They don't sterilize the loop after it's been installed and they run it for the first time. Stuff like that. Anything that will let bacteria get into your loop to grow in a water-rich environment. Especially any bacteria, if your PC is by the sun, by the window or something, especially any bacteria that only need water and light to photosynthesize and generate their own food. Yeah, that's a huge problem. But no reason that you have to change the fluid in your loop every... Some manufacturers change the fluid in your loop every 6 months to a year. No. God, no. Not if you're doing it right.
Yeah, that seems excessive.
And it's not if you're using a clear liquid too, and you're using clear pipes, sorry, Masami. But if you're using all that clear shit, and you're paying attention, you're looking at your PC because it's so gosh darn pretty. If something starts growing on your pipes, you're going to see it, and you have time. You have time before it starts damaging components because it's biological material, and there are cleaning solutions that are sold that you obviously have to dilute because they're very powerful. You run that through the loop, you kill everything, then you drain your loop, flush it again, and then seal it back up, and then maybe, if you did it right, you'll never have to do it again. But what I'm saying is technically blasphemy.
It took me a good couple of minutes into that discussion to realize you were saying loop and not lube.
Ah.
So...
Custom lube your PC.
Yes, use the ports properly.
Yeah, it's that video of the guy with the M50, and he's just slathering gun grease all over it and flicking it around. Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Are we going to get me started again? Are you really trying to?
Yes. Absolutely.
You gotta finger diddle the receiver, Zero.
I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not taking the bait.
Thought you were a master at it.
Nope. Just a journeyman.
Here's a thread that I'm gonna love. Somebody talking about, should I go with a 9070 XT or a 5070 Ti? I predict that Intel fanboys will be all over this. Oh shit, there's only one reply. No, they say the 9070 XT because they're right. The 5070. Did we talk? I know we talked about NVIDIA and the 50 series kind of disaster at launch. Did we ever get around to the 5070 Ti? No one remembers.
We didn't. No, I don't believe we did.
Okay, so the long and the short of it is that the 5070 Ti is a scam. Just don't. Just stay the fuck away from it. Either get a normal 5070 or get a 5080 or a 5090. It doesn't fucking matter because the 5070 Ti's, they were another card that were coming. Factory defect. They had I forget what problems that they had on that card, but the speed of it, the performance of the card rather was more than comparable to the 5080 and the 5070. Just normally, and you can get a 5070 for cheaper than the 5070 Ti. Because it was supposed to be $550 on launch, herp derp. But for some reason, you couldn't find it for less than $1,000, herp derp. So, yeah, the 5070 Ti was a fucking debacle. And there were people on here who were showing off the 5070 Ti's that they bought, and I feel so badly for them. Should have gotten that 9070 XT, bro. Should have done an AMD build. Jesus. People are building some tiny PCs.
They must be undercompensating. Is that a thing?
Undercompensating? Yeah, sure. I do.
Yeah,
I
okay.
drive a Prius. That's what I do. My balls are huge. See, now here's an example of a loop. I feel like this is a much better loop. Where he's got, I mean, it's a Corsair all in one unit, which is but, you know, still pretty good. I'm biased against Corsair, but yeah, he's got the tubes coming in on top, and the pump is just slightly below where the tops of the tubes reach. I think it's good. I think this guy did a good job. He's using an Aurora Sport, too. Kick ass. One thing that kind of confuses me, how many lights does he have in here? He's got, well, that's the PSU. He's got an Asus P... Is that a ROG PSU? Jesus. I didn't even know they made those. He's got RGB RAM, RGB pump, RGB fan... rad fans. I don't see any more RGB in there, so why is he using a fan/RGB controller on the bottom of his case? What's that all about? Is it because there's no... Oh, it might be because the board doesn't have enough connections. It's because he's got a USB plugged into it. So that could be going into his USB header. Okay. Alright, that would explain it. I enjoy looking at PCs way too much.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. So we can wrap it up. Because now I'm gonna be looking at PC porn for the rest of the night.
So I do have something funny before we go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if you guys are comic book nerds like me.
Nope.
But growing up, and I'm sure you saw the 90s X-Men cartoon.
Yep.
Everybody knows what Emma Frost, aka the White Queen, looked like, what she dressed like. Generally corset, underwear, thigh-high boots.
Hang on a second, I'm getting a picture for you.
That was her thing. Don't do the 90s version, not because I'm
Yeah.
I'm getting
No,
into
I
the
got
Marvel Rivals version.
her. I got her.
Okay, so I have heard so many complaints from people saying she's too sexualized. She's never been this sexualized. Excuse me. No.
Yeah, she definitely has
Sit
been.
down. Sit down. The adults are talking. She has always been a sexual character. It is why Cyclops, Scott Summers, had such a hard time trying not to fall in love with her and stay in love with Jean Grey. I mean, also had something to do with the fact that Jean Grey was harboring the ancestral spirit of a eons old.
Oh, is that when
God.
Sansa Stark channeled the Dark Phoenix and she
Yes.
blew up Egypt?
Yes.
I saw a movie.
Sure. You saw a bad movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But-
her character played by January Jones in the X-Men Origins movie.
I believe so. Yes.
Is that her? Yeah. The chick who was alongside Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Could've been
no.
better.
She has always been a sexualized character. Always. And I brought up that point and posted the pictures from both the comic books and the 90s cartoon, and immediately got told that I have no idea what I'm talking about. In the words of George Carlin, I am Mr. Conductor. Please sit the fuck down. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I have been reading comic books since I was 5. I know most of these characters better than I know my own family.
There are not a lot of great pictures of her from actual comic books, but yeah, I found a couple.
No. Yeah. I mean, it's... And then my sister, because I had to take her to have surgery on Friday, I had to drive her 2 hours away to get surgery done. But on the way up there, she was like, I don't even have a problem with her being sexualized. My problem is the outfits look like trash. Hire somebody who knows how to design stuff. My sister, being the completely unapologetic lesbian that she is, goes, hire a gay person. We'll do it better. And I almost wrecked the damn car because I was laughing. So I was crying because she went on a 15-minute tirade about how gay people could do it better.
I think she might have a point. I guess there was some. I mean, for the most part, January Jones was just wearing regular clothes. They were white clothes.
Yeah. And they were tight white clothes.
Why are they bringing this character back in some new? Is there a new X-Men movie coming out that I don't know about? Thank God.
No, it's the Marvel Rivals thing. But
all right. Okay.
They are bringing back a lot of the old X-Men characters from the original X-Men movies in the Avengers Doomsday movie that's coming out, which I'm super excited about. Yes, Avengers Doomsday. Look it up.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm going to probably forget that I knew anything about that.
Yep. And as long as we're all on the same page, we're good.
I can't remember the last movie that I actually got excited about. Oh, Dune. I was excited to go see Dune. But yeah, I can't remember the last movie besides that I actually cared about going to see. Hey, did everybody see the new Minecraft movie?
Did everybody see that bunch of college kids that got trespassed and then subsequently I think it was they were either fined or charged with releasing a chicken inside of the fucking theater during the chicken jockey scene?
Was there some Instagram video of that being passed around?
I can actually.
I
pull
might
the
have.
video for you.
I might have seen that. I saw that in the context of someone asking why are people throwing popcorn at this scene at the Minecraft movie, and somebody actually broke it down. I was just like, oh, okay, so it's like The Room. It's like when, the spoons, you're supposed to, throw spoons around. Okay, that's... But we do that when we go and see The Room.
Is an established tradition. Like, that is an
Yes.
established... That's like a Rocky Horror type thing. Like, this is just a new movie. You can't just be like, I'm gonna bring a chicken because there's a chicken in the movie. Like, that's not how that works.
No, I agree with you. It's being a jerk to everybody else who's in the theater to just figure out what the fuck is this movie about.
Yeah, there's no pretending like that.
I guarantee you the first time that Tommy Wiseau showed The Room that nobody brought spoons to the theater.
Yeah, definitely not.
I've never seen that movie. I need to watch that movie.
Oh, it's...
No, you need to go to a theater. You don't need to watch it. You need to go to a local movie theater that does it once a month.
You need to experience The Room, not watch it.
You need to go to a place where they do it regularly and they have a crowd that goes there to see it, to experience. Because it's like Rocky Horror, like the crowd involvement is as much a part of it as the movie. Because, like, if you just watch the movie, you will not have fun.
No, you need to do it with friends. You need to. It's a movie where you need to talk to other people, and you need a sounding wall, someone who will reciprocate when you say, "What the fuck is going on?"
So, I have a request. I'm gonna fly to New York, and you guys are gonna have to take me to see this because I don't have friends.
No, the place where I go to, the place where I see it is actually Cleveland.
Omega, your bachelor party is going to be us watching The Room.
God, that's... I don't know about
that. I'll talk to Leetness about this.
Oh, God.
Hey, yeah. I mean, no offense, Masami, but it is a bachelor party. I'm not sure if you're going to be allowed. I don't know if it's up to me.
That's fine.
If it was up to me, I'd invite everybody. I guess it is kind of up to me. We'll talk to Leetness about that, too.
Yes, it could be a committee decision.
Because if Masami doesn't come, then who's going to enjoy the gay strippers that we get? I mean, really enjoy.
I would enjoy whatever you got.
I only enjoy sucking dick ironically.
I'm aware of your and Leetness' dynamic.
God, I love this fucking chat.
It is legitimately 4 raccoons with an internet connection. This is great.
Hey,
what
I
else
think
did you think we're getting here.
I think the background music did really well.
As long as you don't get DMCA'd.
Yeah, we'll see. This will be the big test, actually. We'll see if YouTube picks any of this up. It shouldn't care, because this is a game soundtrack from what, like 2000 or 2002? When did SimCity Ultimate come out? SimCity 3000 Ultimate. Just give me a summary, you stupid idiot. No, it came out on Steam in 2024. I don't give a shit. 2000. Yeah, I was right. 2000. What a great fucking game. Man. Okay, so we're all done with that. I'm all done looking at January Jones playing What's Her Face. And back to PC builds. Back to personal computer porn, so I can see, so I can critique everybody's wiring job. Because case wiring is very important. It affects airflow.
Does it?
It does. If you got a lot of messy cables around in there, you're just breaking up airflow. You want a smooth airflow in and out of the case. Also, you want more fans going into the case than you have going out of the case. Or you need to monitor the pressure or the CFM rating of the fan so that you have more pressure going into the case than coming out of the case. Otherwise, the fans hooked up to your rads will not perform at peak efficiency. Oh, it makes me hard just thinking about it.
Hardly believe it.
Hey!
Acceptable.
There you go. You did a pun while my hand was right there.
Oh, how fortunate I am.
Well,
You had your hand on the correct button.
It is not you that is fortunate. It is us for having heard the pun.
by the way, we should all give Zero a round of applause because it's been 22 weeks since he played WoW.
Aw, good job, Zero. So proud of you.
What are we
job,
gonna do when we hit the year mark?
I'll probably fly down to West Virginia and give you a hand, Joe.
Heyo. Incentive? Yes.
Yeah.
That is being recorded, sir. That is a verbal contract.
Yeah, you'll never be able to get the clip of me saying that. You don't even know where I upload this shit.
It's like you upload it to YouTube or something.
Or something.
Do we still upload to Podbean?
No, fuck Podbean. What is this, Spain?
Oh God, yes, I got him to do a Spain joke.
Fucking shit. Next, I'm gonna talk about Warframe. Oh no, we already talked about Warframe when Masami brought up voice communication in game.
Mhm.
Good job,
Yep,
Masami.
it's true.
All right,
It was a perfectly legitimate bring up, too.
it was. Yeah, thanks for keeping us honest. All right, but that's it. Penis, fuck Winnie the Pooh, fuck Putin, fuck Elon, fuck Linus Tech Tips, fuck NZXT, fuck Hershey, fuck Nestle, and fuck Chrissy Dome. Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a fucking psycho.
Dumb fucking
All the
bitch.
Yeah.
fucking attachments on those fucking guns.
Guns are not toys. Take the
They
fucking
are not.
take the fucking ACOG off your goddamn scope. Fucking-
No. ACOGs are fine if you know how to use them.
Not when it's in the
She is
middle
not.
of a laser pointer and a red dot.
I mean, that's true.
Fucking bitch. Alright, anyway. Yeah, penis, good night.
Good night.